Bipin सरलाई एकचोटि हजुर उहाँको म्युट छ एकचोटि अनम्युट गरिदिनु त
Hello everyone, namaste. Just letting you know. Yeah, all good now. Namaste everyone, good morning from AECC. This is your host, Mr. Sailesh Kumar Jha, your country manager, AECC Nepal, and I'm here to share you all about study in Canada made very easy with Centennial College. And I have my colleague, my host, who will help you to understand all about study in Canada and Centennial College altogether. So, most welcome, Bipin. Please enlighten us all about Centennial College, offers, colleges, courses, all about college, and many opportunities that lie with international students, especially from Nepal. So we'll discuss all together all about Centennial College today. So warm welcome.
Thank you, Sailesh, and thank you, AECC team, for arranging this wonderful session. Just to give a small introduction, as my friend, my agent partner, Sailesh introduced, my name is Bipin. Full name is Bipin Nalenda. I represent Centennial College. I am the manager for recruitment and relation partnership. About Centennial College, I'll just give a small introduction. Probably then we can have more questions from Mr. Sailesh, and I'll be more than happy to address them. Centennial College is the first public funded college which was formed in 1966 in Ontario. And we have around 160 plus programs to offer for international students. We have 6 campuses now. The main campus is based in Scarborough, which is also known as Progress. And in terms of the location, we are based in a very prime location because we are little like 30 to 40 minutes away from the downtown Toronto, which makes your living cost much reasonable compared to the downtown, and you have a lot of job opportunities. We offer programs across streams of engineering, business, hospitality, transportation, you name it, and we may have these programs in our list for international students. In terms of graduation rate, we are about 90% in terms of graduation rate, which shows the success story of our faculty and the quality and standard of education we provide to our international students. We have a great placement team, which are partnered with almost 1,500 industry partners. Some of the few names I can just mention over here, like Facebook, Air Canada. We have Microsoft, Google, and in terms of the priority for Sentinel College has always been a student services. So we can discuss in future, like in further session, that what kind of student services makes us unique, and makes your choice as an ideal choice if you select Sentinel College. Thank you, Sailesh.
Yeah, Bipin, I would appreciate if you can share us all about your facility on Aviation College 1 and
Thank
hospitality because you host one of the best hospitality courses across Canada where you had on self-built hotel to build your facility at hospitality. Please insight us on Centennial College facility. Yeah.
Wonderful. Talking about aviation, we take the pride in saying that we have our own Downsview campus, which is spread across 11,000 square feet, just behind the Bombardier factory. If you are aware about Bombardier, these are one of the big, manufacturing industry of aircraft parts. So we are based just behind the Bombardier factory, and in Downsview, we have our own hangar. We have our own, planes, helicopter, where students can get the hands-on experience if they are taking programs like aviation, aircraft maintenance, avionics. So the campus itself is dedicated for all this aviation and avionic program related skills. Coming to hospitality, yes, we do have our in-house lab, which is around 1,400 square feet. We have a lab, we have our own restaurants inside the campus progress. And in terms of getting you the hands-on experience, we have our own banquet halls where you get, a real-time experience to organize certain events and get the hands-on experience during your education. As colleges are, basically set up with an intention to give you the hands-on experience so that the moment you graduate from us, you are job ready. The programs are also designed in such a way that most of your education, most of the time spent graduating this program will be practical. So with hospitality, we have our in-house restaurant, as I mentioned, in-house lab, and it's one of our popular programs if students are looking to join our hospitality program. What kind of program? We have programs like event management, hospitality, tourism. We have programs related to hotel resorts and hotel operations. If you're good in writing, if you want to be a blogger, we have food media. So these are some of the programs which you can enroll with us.
Great. Bipin, I would also appreciate with the last note, if you can say us your 1.4 billion investment on computing and Internet of Things at your end with the
Yeah,
technology
so
courses, especially
it's
computing. Yeah.
it's not only in the technology. The college is one of the I can say pioneers in setting up the college. So we have a lot of government investments and private sector investment for our in-house, I can say, labs where you get that experience with an A1 technology. Like when you're talking about 1.4 billion investment, it's like we get the investment from the industry partners, the government, to ensure that the education what we provide to the students are equipped with the latest technology and the latest trend. So not only in the CETAs, like any program you choose with her, you will see that you will be working with the best technology possible. I'll just give a small example of some of the programs where you get highlighted. Like we have our project management program. Like project management is offered by most of the colleges. What makes us little unique and stand little far above others is in project management we give opportunity for students to present themselves in a capstone project. Let's say you do a project and you're selected in the top 3, top 4 of the college. Within the college, you are allowed to present yourself in the capstone project, which is a skill based Ontario competition among all the DLIs in Ontario. And for the past 5 years we have been ranking number one in this particular competition, which is the capstone project. So that shows that from past 5 years coming first in this particular skill based program competition for the entire Ontario provinces explains the kind of quality and the kind of the concentration we give to the students to get the best outcome in terms of their curriculum.
Great. Bipin, talking about today's session, we are focusing mainly for all about Canada destinations, how Canada destination is different now when Canadian government, federal government had announced the capping system. We'll also discuss for a small moment how Ontario is different with the current trends. We also know Ontario state and Ontario state-based province colleges had limited number of caps, and caps had been also explained very straightforward. Just 3 days back, Ontario MUC had placed a number of seats, capped seats available to each of the colleges with all Ontario colleges and universities named with their capping of international seats numbers. So we'll discuss few on that. And lastly, we'll discuss how Centennial campuses offers accommodation services that would help students on provincial attestation letter PAL, and
Mhm.
the courses that we can apply easily at Centennial College without maths. We'll discuss more on 1+1 bundle program, and finally how PAL process works at your in with your applications altogether.
Sure. Sure. So, Sailesh, I will take the part of the recent IRCC changes and the negative media which is happening about Canada as a destination. Now, I understand that a lot has been, shared in the media that it's not the right place, and there are several challenges in terms of accommodation, in terms of job. Now, with all these challenges, media plays its own part in giving all the information. Some are true, some are not so accurate, some are half information. I always believe that whenever there is anything which is heard in media, and if a student is looking to study abroad, they should also do their own self research. Now, let's say if I want to understand about which is the most welcoming country in the world, if I put it in Google, it's still Canada. So that shows that Canada has never, never had an intention where they wanted to stop international students coming to Canada. However, in recent few years, we have seen a great inflow of students from different countries to Canada, and of course, that has caused a lot of challenges in terms of, let's say, accommodation. Let's say in terms of the job opportunities. Now, having said that, the government is also something which the government is also like have looked into all these issues and have come up with certain steps which are being brought to highlight through IRCC changes. Let's say an example of, I understand this has been taken very badly or very negatively in some of the countries, like the open spouse open work permit has been cancelled for all the colleges, like it's only available for the masters. Now, why this was introduced? Because if the students who are completing the graduation are not getting the job opportunity, but there are spouses who are already working in those full-time program, it becomes a challenge. So the main intention of the government was to ensure that the students who are graduating are having enough job opportunities. Similarly, about the part-time job options. Earlier, there was a policy which was brought in where it was 40 hours, but now it's again going to be 24 hours. That means students can divide that part-time job among each other. So that means the part-time job option challenges which was there in Ontario province, especially, that is also been taken care. The introduction of PAL. Now, many students don't know what is PAL. PAL is nothing, something which they have to worry or our agent partners have to worry. The college will issue the PAL without any, request or anything. The moment the student makes a payment of the deposit amount with Centennial. So let's say student makes a minimum deposit amount within 5 working days, PAL will be issued into the My Centennial account. So they don't have to put any extra effort. But why PAL was
Bipin,
introduced? PAL. Mhm.
yeah, one moment. Please entice us with a minimal deposit that the student has to pay. Yeah,
Yeah. So for we are open for September 25, September 24, and for September 24 it's 2650 Canadian dollar. However, from winter 2025, the deposit amount will increase to 3000 Canadian dollar, and that's a minimum deposit.
great.
Okay, and coming back to the point of PAL, yes, PAL was introduced to ensure that when a student is getting into Canada, the college is also taken consideration in terms of their accommodation aspect. They have looked into whether it's appropriate for the student to come over here and live a good standard of, obtain a good standard of education and have a better living standards as well. So all these things are taken care when PAL is, issued to a student from the college. Housing, we have our in-house campus in-campus accommodation that is in-house in progress. We have a beautiful accommodation facility that is, we call that in residence. However, if a student is not willing to stay inside the campus, they want an off-campus accommodation facility, we have a housing team and there are email addresses and way to contact them. They will assist student for getting a proper accommodation before they arrive, whether it's in campus or off campus, around the campus. So these are some of the student services we provide to ensure that the student's journey is smooth when they join the Centennial family.
Great. Now, talking about the courses, key courses and bundled courses. Firstly, key courses that won't attract maths at all, where our international students from Nepal can get admissions easily by paying your application fee. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Sailesh, all our program, I will say it depends on the interest. I will not say which are the key programs, but I'll give you names because I always believe that students should go with their interest rather than choosing which program is good, which program will earn them more. Because I believe if a student is choosing the program of their interest, they can excel in their career in the future after the graduation. But having said that, I understand there is a lot of buzz that if it is at postgraduate level, student will always choose a 2 year program. But a postgraduate level 2 year program, we offer only global business management and also we offer business analytics Canadian context, which is a 2 year program, which is offered only in month of May. However,
Yeah,
to
Bipin,
provide,
one moment.
Mhm.
Bipin, I was trying to highlight key courses, meaning those courses where mathematics courses are not getting attracted for getting an entry, getting an admission to Centennial
Okay.
College.
So some of the unique programs in terms of the eligibility criteria, yes, I can say that our post-secondary level program, that is for a 12th grade student, we are one of those colleges where you don't need math as a compulsion. However, all our business program, all our hospitality program, in fact, in the engineering program, you can go for biotechnology. If you have a physics, chemistry, biology, if you're looking for something related to computers, and if you don't have math, we still offer programs like networking, computer system networking program at a post-secondary for a 12th grade student. Now, However, in the business related program, you need to just sign some business math letter. That means before the program starts, you will give an entry level math test. Let's say you clear it, all good. Let's say if you're unable to clear it, then math will be added to your curriculum with a small additional amount of $1,200 to $1,300. However, this is a unique option where student without math can pursue engineering program, business program, hospitality program, both.
Great. With your approval and understandings, Bipin, we just want to share our international students from Nepal. If you are applying to Centennial College, we can help you with the application fees waiver from our end, where college had tax application fee recently. So you don't worry, you can straight away apply with AECC, and AECC will waive your application fee from our end. So you please honor Centennial College. Now, Bipin, talking about 1+1 bundle program, how it works with 1+1.
Okay. Let's say a student is looking for a 2-year program, but unfortunately, the area of interest they're looking for does not have a 2-year tenure program. But we do have a lot of 1-year postgraduate level program which they can bundle like two different program into one offer. I will give an example. Many students are good in finance, but along with finance, they want to do more in terms of the specialization. So we do have financial planning 1-year program, which is a 2 semester. But along with that, if they want to combine the specialization of human resource management, which is also 1-year program, or let's say they want to combine marketing management with the finance program, they can add a 1+1 bundle program. The benefit of 1+1 is in the second year program, by default, when they get into the second year, they get $1,000 scholarship. Now that doesn't end over there. Like let's say in the second program, first semester, they score a 3.3 out of 4, they get another $1,000 based on the merits in the name of scholarship. So they have a chance when they choose a 1+1 program to obtain a scholarship up to $2,000, which is a good amount.
Great. Now, talking about the requirements, Bipin, how the requirements work for 1+1, how the students can select 1+1 bundle among the criterion, set criterion with matching course.
Yeah, ideally the student should be eligible for both the program. Let's say, for example, we have 1-year engineering program, but the student is from a BCom background, we cannot select. So first thing you have to ensure is that is a correlation of any program what you're choosing. Like someone from a commerce stream or like a business stream can choose or business related program. The minimum requirement is 50% and above. In terms of IELTS, it should be 6.5, no band less than 6. Let's say you don't have IELTS, but you want to take the offer immediately. You can also take the offer with the help of Duolingo if you have a score of 125 plus. However, at the time of visa, you will need IELTS. Then we have education gap for postgraduate, that is, which is not more than 10 years. Let's say you have completed your education in 2014, and if you're looking for a program in 2024, like you will be eligible, but you need to show the details of your education gap. Like 10 years, you should show your work experience as well. So our minimum eligibility criteria is very, very reasonable. As long as student meets the IEL and 50% and above, they are eligible to apply. And at this moment, I have to share this positive news that the moment you pay the application fees or apply with us, sorry, we are releasing the offer within 48 hours. Maximum we may take is 72 hours.
Fantastic, Bipin. Great news for our aspirants who would be willing to apply Centennial College. Yeah, Bipin, talking about the admission offers, you had said very straightforwardly within 2 days to 3 working days. Now, talking about PAL requirements, if a student has to understand with the limited and capacity of Ontario, tell us how Centennial College had been derived the number of seats to cap from Ontario MEC.
Sailesh, it's something which is very public, and I believe the student have access. So, in terms of seat capacity, I can say that I cannot reveal the number officially, but we have a good number of seats available for September and winter. So, there is no issue in terms of the seats capacity. In fact, Centennial has been, been following the diversity aspect. So, if you come to our classroom, you will see the students from across the world, in one classroom. So some of the basic things which the provincial was looking for from a college, we have been following. So we are blessed with a lot of PAL allocated to us. So I don't see that there will be any challenge in terms of seat allocation for the students from Nepal.
Great.
And Just to say, students don't have to worry on the PAL. Let's say if they get an offer and they make a minimum deposit, they have to just wait for like 3 to 4 working days. PAL will be in their My Centennial account.
Bipin, on another note, they are also worried about a few instances about PAL from Ontario province, how Ontario province is discouraging to some students, or students with visa outcomes are getting impacted. Set us some insight if Centennial visas are coming, or other provincials, or including Ontario provincial colleges are getting good visas that at current process of PAL, how visa look likes.
So there are two things. If you have to divide this particular session into two. One is before the PAL was introduced and after the PAL was introduced. What I got to know like is I understand the decision was made in such a way that we all got a very short notice to understand and digest what is this new IRCC policy. But if you see the visa success rate for before the PAL was introduced, let's say from December to Jan 22 or March 31st, the visa success rate have been little low because I think that's the time when there was a transition period. However, once the PAL was introduced, I do see that the visa success rate has gone really, really high. In fact, the decisions are coming faster. However, due to certain political issues and the staffing issues, we see that the passport stamping is taking little more time than the usual. Having said that, after PAL getting introduced, the visa success rate has gone really high because I think PAL also assures that it's a shared responsibility with the institution to ensure they check all the information and then issue the PAL.
Great. So, Bipin, regarding the sponsor being a provincial college at PAL responsibility, what are the ensuring measures that you help as the international students, many supports that you do for students coming from other part of the world at Centennial? How you do your things very differently for the student, international student support?
Okay. I'm not very sure that it is something different we do, but I think we all do our own, we all do take very serious about the responsibility of an international student as a public funded college. I think every public funded college has their own sense of responsibility. Some of the steps which Centennial does ensure that they provide it to the international student is the moment student starts the journey, let's say get the offer letter, we encourage the students to activate the My Centennial portal where all the important communication are made to the students. Even to an extent, PAL is also sent out to the students itself. Let's say the student applies for the visa, registration, everything. Before they come to Canada, they have to go through a Head Start program or a kind of induction program where we explain the students about the do's and don'ts. Now, students also get an opportunity to fix an appointment with the success advisor. Every student can fix an appointment with the success advisor. These success advisor are based in Toronto who can give them guidance for each and everything. Now, when I say each and everything, it can be from a point where student is saying that what I'm very used to the Nepalese food, and I'm not very sure if I come to Canada in Scarborough, where will I get something which is similar to my food taste. So even this kind of personal questions are helped by our success advisor to the student so that their journey is very smooth with the Centennial. Now, let's say some of the additional services what we provide, like student is facing issues with coping up with the curriculum during the class time, the regular class time. We have an option where student can apply for a free 4 hours tutor services after the regular classes. So it's like additional tuition what they can apply for 4 hours in a week, which will be kind of more add on to their understanding if they're facing any challenges. We have a placement team which helps them with the co-op placement, which we help them with the mock interviews, we help them with the resume upgradation. Then we also help them to find a job with our industry partners. When we say help, it's a shared responsibility. We can help them with everything till they reach the interview point, but at the interview how they perform, it will define how whether they get a job in their desired organization or not.
Great. Last query on your support. Bipin said us if the students are under 18, whether additional supports can be activated from our like airport pickup or stay for under 18 students.
See, these facilities are available, but when you say airport pickup, yes, you can arrange an airport pickup with a marginal charges where our housing team will help you. In-house accommodation, yes, you can fix the in-house accommodation with our housing team. They can help you. But I believe apart from these additional help, the even a student under 18 will be treated as any regular student. However, there are some provincial requirement like someone should be a guardian, which are always set and the details are updated on the IRCC. Like for example, anyone below 18, there should be a guardian who's based in Canada. So there are certain set rules which we need to follow for a student up below 18
Hmm.
or below
Got
17,
it.
I believe.
So yes, pretty much there, Bipin. Now we'll ask a few queries if the students had any. So guys,
Yeah,
if you are open to questions, if you had any queries, doubts, so please go ahead, set us your query. You can chat, you can open mic, and go ahead.
I see the students are a bit shy.
Okay. I think everyone is happy with your presentation, Bipin. Pretty much there. You are
Okay.
bang on with all the information. We try to get all the queries that we can help our students. So currently
Thank you.
you are open to September and January intake courses. We had a few courses that are still open for January as well. And for
September.
September we have pretty much there. We still some time left. The seats are still open. So we'll go ahead for September seat straight away.
Sure, sure, Sailesh. And thank you very much for conducting this session. I'm looking forward for a
Yeah.
positive outcome of the session and from AECC. All right.
Yeah, yeah,
Thank
sure.
you.
Fingers crossed.
Sure. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so I think we are done. I can't see any queries, so we'll be reaching you with the student queries by email if not. So thank you,
Sure.
Bipin. Thank you for your time.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
everyone, and
Thank,
namaste.
thank
And
you.
our best wishes. Please come forward to apply Centennial College straight away. The team is ready to help
Sure.
you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you,
and bye
Sailesh.
for now.
Bye bye. Bye.
Bye.